From supplementary list, item number 1.
My apologies.
Well, it's
Happy New Year, everybody, but Guwahati weather delayed the flight.
well, it's
So,
we've been having terrible weather of late.
yeah, rather gloomy up here.
I've had the bad experience of balloons being taken somewhere and the flight being diverted off to somewhere else.
Yes, there was an earlier flight which was from Pune to Guwahati.
Well, it's
It landed in Calcutta.
well, it's
And I was waiting from 5 o'clock and ultimately it took off at 8:30 when they got clearance from Guwahati. Yes.
well, the present matter before your lordships, well, it pertains to non-filing of returns by the respondent number 3, Millets, which is the National People's Party. It's a political party, Millets. In terms of the judgment or order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court and subsequently, Millets, guidelines, transparency guidelines issued by the Election Commission of India, requiring the mandatory filing of election expenses and returns with the Election Commission, Millets, within 75 days or 90 days, if 75 days in respect of state elections and 90 days in respect of Lok Sabha elections, Millets. The political party concerned, Millets, has not filed its returns in respect of 10 elections. Now, what happened is, Millets, we filed an
10 elections meaning 10 constituencies?
No, Millets, 10 different elections. The elections are, Millets, 2018 general elections to the Legislative Assembly of Meghalaya, 2018 general elections to Nagaland, 2018 general elections to Mizoram, 19 elections to Arunachal Pradesh, 19 elections to Jharkhand, 2020 general elections to Bihar, 21 general elections to Assam, 21 general elections to Tamil Nadu, Millets, 21 general elections to West Bengal, and
This
29
party has gone all the way to Tamil Nadu.
Millets. They are a recognized political party, Millets, so they are
No, they're not a national party.
they are a national recognized
They are?
nationalized.
Are they recognized as national party? Because to be a national party, you've got to have so many seats and so many such percentage.
Some requirements are there, Millets, under the law.
Because if you're a national party, then there is certain
national
additional.
It is a recognized national
A
party,
national recognized political party.
which
Then
is
you
why,
get a-
Millets,
then you get a fixed symbol.
Millets, the law requires that if they do not file the returns within the stipulated period of time, Millets, their recognition can be suspended and revoked under 16A of the symbols order, Millets. Now, the admitted position is, Millets, we write to the Election Commission, Millets, and RTI, asking, Millets, whether it has been filed or not. They give us 3 correspondences where they point out, Millets, that after these elections there had been repeated correspondence made to the respondent number 3 requesting them to file the returns, Millets. They have not filed the returns. That your lordships would find at page, Millets, just one page. I'll take it.
What order have you come up against?
Millets, what happened is, Millets, this issue was raised before the learned single judge. The learned single judge, Millets, simpliciter adjourned the matter to the 31st of January 2023. Without, Millets, it is our humble submission before lordships that
Affidavit directions have been given?
no, Millets, nothing. There was simple direction, Millets, that they can file their affidavits. That direction was there earlier also, but Millets, it was not complied, and the matter simply been adjourned.
When are we reopening? 27th?
27th we are reopening, Millets.
27, the matter is fixed on 31st, my lord, and I prayed for time for filing an affidavit, my lord.
Very well. You file your affidavit. Is the political party represented?
Yes, Millets, we've served copy. Millets, friend is there.
I appear on behalf of the respondent number 2 political.
Yes. So you file your affidavits
My lord.
by the 23rd,
Millets.
and they will file their affidavits by the 25th, and then we'll request the matter to be placed before the board on the reopening day itself, so it can be decided as expeditiously as possible.
My lord.
Preferably on the 27th itself, Millets, because why we are before your lordship?
We can't direct the single judge.
I bow down, Millets. Only reason, Millets, coming up in appeal is your lordships would appreciate if subsequently any orders are passed in this writ petition, it may lead to further complications, including a constitutional crisis created in the state, Millets, which we do not want. So we would ideally want, Millets, even before the elections, this matter can be, some judgment comes from your lordships on this issue, Millets.
When are the elections? They've not been notified yet.
Not yet, Millets. But we are anticipating any time today or tomorrow, Millets, the notification is likely to come.
The appeal has been moved with a prayer for it being taken up on an urgent basis, since the petitioner expects the state elections to be notified anytime now. Full stop. Paragraph. The grievance of the petitioner is that despite a serious anomaly being brought to a notice of the single bench, where is the order impugned? Page
103 and 104 minutes.
When the petition was moved in vacation on December 29, 2022,
the matter was initially moved on 16/12/2022 minutes and directed to be placed before the single judge on after a week. That was the first order, minutes. The order is dated 16/12/2022. I have a copy. I'll just place it.
no, the appeal is directed as 29th.
29th order, minutes. That's the second order, minutes.
What did you say?
Having brought a notice of the single bench when the petition was moved.
No. The grievance of the petitioner is that despite a serious anomaly being brought to the notice of the single bench, in course of the writ petition being effectively moved on December 29, 2022, merely affidavits have been directed to be filed and the matter has been fixed for admission hearing on January 31, 2023. Full stop. Paragraph. Since nothing has been decided by the order dated December 29, 2022, and the appellant appears to be aggrieved by the matter not being dealt with expeditiously, it may suffice if the petition before the single bench is expedited. Full stop. Accordingly, affidavits in opposition be filed by January 23, 2023, and reply thereto, if any, be filed by January 25, 2023, for the matter to be placed before the single bench on January 27, 2023, when the court reopens after the vacation. Full stop. It is hoped that the matter will receive the attention of the single bench at the earliest convenience of the bench. Full stop. Paragraph. It is made clear that the merits of the matter have not been gone into. Full stop. Appeal number so and so is disposed of without prejudice to the rights and contentions of the parties herein. There will be no orders to cause.
Fine.
Yes? You want to say something?
No, Lordship, only.
What is the Election Commission stand?
My Lord, the Election Commission's stand is that as far as Meghalaya Legislative Assembly elections of 2018, they have filed the return, my Lord, lately in December 2022.
Yes, so therefore, what is it is that does the relevant rule require the complete derecognition, or it prohibits the same election to be, it prohibits a defaulting party from participating in the same election?
My Lord, on earlier occasion in 2014, the same party, my Lord, at that point of time also defaulted in filing this same election expenditure, and that time it was derecognized for temporarily.
It was derecognized.
Suspended.
And then?
Election symbol was suspended. Subsequently, they filed their returns and they were.
So why don't you do that? You have enough time.
Lordship, I'll take instructions. Factually, I was informed that of the 10 elections that the petitioner is raising a grievance regarding, at least in 7 of them, the filings have been made. For the balance, I'm yet to receive instructions. I'll do the needful.
We've checked the website.
But one aspect has not been brought to your notice, is that the matter was in fact filed and pursued prior to the vacation. It was first listed on the 12th of December.
No, that's been mentioned.
For time.
No, that's been
And
mentioned.
then thereafter on the 16th in the vacation. And
That's
then
been
on
mentioned, but these matters should not be delayed. One way or the other it has to be decided.
We've just checked the website of the Election Commission just before this matter was moved before Lordship. So the website till date does not disclose, the filing of the returns.
Filing of the returns will, of course, they'll put it up on the website after they vet it. I don't think
They've shown something, but when we're clicking that link, it is showing the election expenditure results of Arunachal Pradesh.
Very well, we are not going into the merits.
Grateful to you, Lordship.
But all political parties should be held more to account. That's one of the, I think that's one of the aspects which is not provided for in the Constitution, because the founding fathers or mothers did not think it necessary. But there has to be, some kind of democracy within political parties, and some kind of guidelines by which, every organization cannot come up and, put up its representatives for elections. There has to be something.
Some checks and balances have to be.
There has to be. And 324 has not been legislated upon.
Yes.
75 years, 324 ought to be legislated upon. There is nothing in 324. It requires the Parliament to
Pass the laws.
It is only after the Honorable Supreme Court passed an order in that common cause that these transparency guidelines came into effect in 2014. But again, it's without teeth, it's not really been given effect to.
Transparency, educational qualifications. There was a debate about educational qualifications. They wanted certain qualifications. Then there was an impassioned plea at the Constituent Assembly that no, people are illiterate, what about them? But you forget that the basic duty of the legislature is to legislate. And how can an illiterate person legislate? Anyway.
Highly obliged.
Is there any other matter of urgency that requires to be taken up today or tomorrow?
None to my knowledge. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Have you had to sit during the vacation? Today I saw some matters in here. Otherwise, did you sit during the vacation?
Yeah, I said this.
Okay.
Today's the third day.
Today is the third day.
I don't need to file anymore.